Hello. Uh, Hi, everyone. If anybody is here, because I understand this is holidays and everybody just probably away from the computer. My name is Alina, not Paul. Like Facebook says, I'm Paul. I'm not. Sorry. I hope you're not disappointed about it. So, um, let me know about my mic and about my music sound. Let me know if like it's working fine. I need to fix it because I can't hear myself. Or I shouldn't. Let me fix that too. Ta, ta, ta. This is interesting. Sorry, guys. Some housekeeping. Okay, yeah, I think I'm muted. Okay, so yeah, let me know if you need something to fix in the sound. Yeah, Paul, get out. I think guys are just like on vacations right now. This is a problem. Like I like on almost every second stream right now on Pixologic that I see, like the titles are messed up, but I guess it's probably like technical thing between like Facebook and Restream, etc. I don't know. Hi everyone. Thanks for being brave and being wanted to watch some ZBrush when everybody just like chilling, eating, and probably shopping for Boxing Day. Have you been shopping for Boxing Day? Have you bought any interesting software? Let me know. For those of you who are seeing my streams for the first time, my name is Alina. I'm a character artist in video game industry, and I've been in video games for 10 plus years. So for a long time, I've been working for all kind of companies, AAA, indie, and I I shipped Ori and the Will of Wisp, some rainbow maps, and For Honor, which is like weird collection. But anyway, so stream gonna be into parts. First part, I'm gonna keep working on this project. It's a very long-term project of mine. Yeah, it's a mermaid, and the thing is, I did work on her on the last stream, and she undergo some major changes since then. Like, I wasn't satisfied with a lot of stuff, so I did change the stand. It's like a third iteration stand, and I did change her posture once again. But anyway, I'm gonna keep working on her. Feel free to ask me any questions. And the second half of a stream, I will attempt speed sculpt for about 1 hour. We'll see how it goes. I'm used to do speed sculpts on basically every stream before, but I haven't been doing it for a while, so good luck to me. And let's work a little bit. I kind of assuming this stream gonna be kind of quiet, which is good. And yes, this is my last stream before. It's my last stream this year, and I'm gonna take a break for at least 1 month, so not earlier than end of February. And we'll see. I don't know. Yeah, here we go. So I'm working like this. Obviously, still work in progress. It's still like these fishes have to be treated and painted and sculpted a little bit better. We just like insert measures for now. And the base, this base actually was done very fast, but it also needs some some fixes, need some polish, like this coral thing. So it's like, what I gonna do? Give me a second again. Forgot something. Good night. Good night, where you are. It's like, it's a broad day for me. It's like 12 p.m. Oh, I need to put my credentials. Sorry again, like I've been celebrating as well, so a little bit disorganized this time. Let me find this. Here we go. This is, they can find me online. So here we go. So actually I've done this using this snake sphere brush. The only changes I do is I go to modifiers and just put it to 0. I'm gonna keep doing new branches, and also need the color. I think actually can be a little bit nutty with color, and let's say maybe it's darker red. Always can fix it later. Let me know again about like music and mic, because I feel like you might not hear either. Like music is like really toned down. Спасибо. So yeah, like big note here, like this stream is bilingual, supposed to be bilingual. Feel free to ask me any questions in Russian or English. You can ask me a question in French, but my French is not as good as it used to be. So I can read a little bit, but I don't speak. как долго идет стрим? Стрим будет идти 2 часа. А сколько он идет? Он идет нисколько. Мы только начали. Any tips for new beginners in characters? Well, a lot of tips actually. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know where to start. I mean, good anatomy is usually really like the main pillar. And then whatever you are, like whatever genre are you looking, if you're looking for more like stylized stuff, more casual stuff, is gonna be one thing I would say. Like basically train in this genre, or if it's realistic, then train into realistic style of characters. Neil, hi. So Punk, hi. Do you have a chance to touch hard surface and use ZBrush? I'm not a hard surface artist, and on top of it, I still on the older version of ZBrush for work reasons, not because I don't want to upgrade yet. I'm gonna be switching literally tomorrow. This is how interesting it gets. But I'm not hard surface artist. I never really did real hard surface, so wrong person to ask, so I'm sorry. I wish I can help, but there is like it's out of my basically competence, outside of my competence. Hi, house. Hi from hi Indonesia. Are you celebrating Christmas or are you celebrating something else in Indonesia? I'm just curious. Because it's interesting how literally not every, but like many cultures have different things to celebrate. So yeah. So question in Russian, I'm gonna answer it in Russian. Как вы начали свой путь 3D художник? Ну, это как бы это довольно... Вообще, очень давно началось. Это была довольно смешная история, когда мы только выпустились из института, и вообще я пошла работать дизайнером в торговой сети. Мне мой друг, с которым мы выпустились, который выпустился на год раньше, сказал, типа, о, нам нужен... он работал в игровой индустрии. Нам нужен аниматор. Может быть, ты выучишься на аниматора и придешь к нам. Это была такая идея, конечно, невозможно выучиться на аниматора там за несколько месяцев. Но я пошла и отучилась на курсах по Максу и Майе, которые я с тех пор не открывала. Вот. Вакансия закрылась к тому моменту. Но я в итоге попала в другую контору на тоже делать 3D. Это было так давно. Это была совершенно вообще другая жизнь. Что-то брали практически с улицы. Даже у меня не было портфолио, я сделала тест. Но у меня классическое художественное образование, в смысле. Okay, so another question. Does multi-platform streaming break the Twitch terms of service? I have no idea. No fucking idea. Maybe. It's okay to break rules sometimes, especially if they're stupid. Fishes. Very nice. Hi, Rodrigo. С каким программой для анимации 3D владеете? Я не владею программой для анимации. Это, как я и сказала, это была идиотская идея. Ну, то есть я чего-то научился анимировать, но Я немедленно это забыла. И в итоге стала делать 3D. Ну, Макс, я знаю, Макс мой основной рабочий инструмент, ну, в смысле, для продакшена. ZBrush, 3D код. Вообще, на самом деле, список софта, который я использовала и который я знаю, он на ArtStation лежит, можно посмотреть, потому что я наверняка сейчас что-нибудь не забуду. Я постоянно использую ZBrush, Max, Topagан, 3D код, Marmoset. Для себя я использую еще Keyshot. Я точно что... Я использую Substance и Painter и Designer, но сейчас я его очень редко открываю. Я даже не обновляла лицензию. Marvelous я знаю. Сейчас знаю кучу экзотического софта, типа Board Machine. Ха! Это было длинно. What advice you give to create clothing for characters? What is your preferred method to creating clothing? Thank you, Shine. So I like to sculpt. This is like I like to sculpt by hand, but I know Marvelous, and I think Marvelous is great. And I have a Marvelous license, which I haven't upgraded for a few years, but still good. So Marvelous is great, but you can, depending on what you're doing, like in many instances, like if you really want to become a better artist, you better learn how to sculpt folds, which I still struggle with, but this is a good struggle. This is something you improving as an artist. Here we go. Я работаю на компанию Moon Studios, которая произвела Ori and the Will of Wisps. До этого Ubisoft, до этого местная маленькая компания. Это в Канаде. Я нахожусь в Канаде. Do you prefer code or Substance? It's a different tools for different things. I don't use them in the same way. So code is great for hand painting. Like it's like amazing, but it's not without its flaws. And I haven't upgraded my code yet, so I haven't looked into like a newer one because my colleagues, like they have like mixed feedback. Few of them just didn't like the new code. Anyway, like they should work a little bit. They just like chit-chatting. So now question in Russian. Вы делаете фигурки хайполи для работы? Да, я делаю, конечно. Все начинается с хайполи, потом, соответственно... Да. Short answer. The question was if I do high poly for work. Yes, I do. But, like... Если это вопрос был, делаю ли я вот эти фигурки, это не для работы, это для себя. Конечно, они в позе, они... С ними ничего, ну, как бы нельзя сделать. Они не для видео, не для игр. That's for something. Something. This place is calling for something, some more details on this guy. Okay, trial and error. I think I just need to go a little bit thinner, yeah, something like that. Susan, sorry, butchering your name. Thank you. Нужно ли сначала выучить функционал программы, потом заниматься творчеством или учиться в процессе самотворчества? Странный вопрос. Я не знаю, как смысл, как учить функционал программы, ничего не делая. Это как? Ну, как-то себе сложно. Не представляю себе. ZBrush не такой сложный, его учить вообще легко, и как бы в процессе наслаждаться, конечно, надо. Иначе зачем это все? So, here I stand. I have no idea what I'm doing. I wanted to add like some corals, because if it's gonna be printed at some point, who knows? So not like I want to print it, but like if some rich Chinese company want to print it. Hello, no. So I want this kind of be supports. So like obviously she's floating, but it needs some base. So like fishes and this coral's gonna be like supporting the stand. It's not like if I will print it as it is, it's not gonna support really well, but if like potentially it might be one day. It could be modified in a way that it's gonna work. Богдан, hi. Как я перехожу от Dynamics к ZBrush сетки? Зависит от того, над чем я работаю. В данном случае это вообще Sculpt, который я очень люблю, и я держу в Sculpt мод практически до последнего. И многие даже рабочие проекты, они сделаны с помощью Sculpt. Я не так часто использую ZBrush. Чем я занимаюсь в нынешней компании? Я делаю 3D character art. Let me drop my credentials again, because this common questions, which is usually just easy to find, like on ArtStation. Here we go. This kind of looks kind of ugly, but we're gonna fix it. Just about. Oof, not this one. This one. К вопросу о Dynamation, ZBrush. Вот как сейчас выглядит, например, вот это. Это Sculpt. So people were asking how often I use Dynamation, ZBrush, and ZBrush and subdivs, which I rarely use now. Her body in subdivides because I need cleaner geometry and I need ability to go like lower res and high res. The only reason it is in subdivides is just because it's kind of close to final stage and I need this ability to go back to lower level and at the same time have like clean shapes. But the rest, like this, is just this. Let me show it. Actually looks pretty with all this polygroups. Anyway, I like this low polyness like so much. I even don't want to touch it because it looks kind of cool. But if I want to make it like final, I have to get rid of like these low res things. But it hurts. Seriously. And it's time for save actually. Платит ли мне Pixologic за стрим? Нет, не платит. Нет, к сожалению. Oof! You can't see it, but I have freeze. Nice. I'm gonna wait. Yeah, you can see it's now. Let's wait. Это было бы очень хорошо, если бы нам Pixologic платил за стримы. We back. Back on track. It was really unpleasant. Let me check something. Aha, I know why. Oh, Jesus. So, I have this very interesting shit going on, is that I have a Google Drive and I work with Google Drive and the big files just not gonna save smoothly. It's been annoying, so I'm gonna switch from Google Drive to Dropbox, but it's really like freezing, then I saving only on ZBrush, only on big files, which is this I consider quite big. Ну нет, ну пожалуйста, ну не платят, ну мы работаем за чашечку риса. Нет, ну как бы у нас такой exchange. Они нам аудиторию, мы им немножко стрима. И потом они берут на себя всю техническую сторону, которую мне лениво делать самой. Ну, мне лениво заниматься своим твичом, поэтому занимаюсь чужим твичом. Когда Максон нас окончательно заберет, ZBrush, тогда посмотрим. Может быть, будут другие условия. I'm kind of tempted to touch her hair a little bit. I've been doing it on every other stream. I touch her hair and then I scrap it and I redo it again. Like this model had like million iterations for some reason. Which is okay. It's a personal stuff, so I can take my time. I also like usually have a lot of projects running in a parallel, so you know, CG art. You always like starting a new one without finishing the old one. Which is actually a very, very bad habit. I try to fix it. Like, I hope I'm gonna finish her like early next year, and then there is another project, actually two of them. Make sound a little bit less. Оксана, спасибо. Они для Rainbow были сделаны. So, again, this is probably gonna be interesting for you people. So, this basically like Dynamesh with a little bit of Sculptris mesh, and I gonna keep polishing it because like there's some wobbliness in this which I don't like, and yeah. And I keep adding like new patches as a separate meshes. So it's like, for example, this one. It's a lot of Russian guys today, probably because the English-speaking countries are just still celebrating. Не казалось бы интересно добавить жабры наши? Нет. Что означает Dynamesh? Dynamesh — это вариант... Блин, не знаю, как сказать. Это как бы вариант работы, вариант пайплайна. Значит, давайте я по-быстрому постараюсь это объяснить на сфере. Okay. Can we have, please? Okay. So. Так, я постараюсь не переключаться на английский. Так, ну, грубо говоря, 3 способа работы в ZBrush. Это можно делать Sculpt, вот как у меня сейчас, и он позволяет, у него одно и то же разрешение, то есть постоянно можно, как бы, геометрия меняется на лету, ну вот, допустим, как бы, и уже сразу тут есть, и как бы все детальки, все хорошо. Значит, Dynamesh — это если... Ну, потерпите чуть-чуть, я сейчас начну делать Speed Sculpt через примерно 20 минуточек, и мы сейчас... Где мне тут... Сейчас, я покажу, что я... Ну, в основном, правда, я работаю в Sculpt. Ну, то есть Dynamesh — это, скажем, мы работаем, и... Так, только надо выключить вот это. Если у нас нет Sculpt, то любые большие изменения... Сейчас, допустим, видите, так. Уже здесь лопольность. Мои изумительные преподавательские способности, к сожалению, я не умею объяснять, но я попытаюсь. Вот он выглядит, чем больше я тяну, тем больше он становится таким. Если бы я тянула это в том же Sculpt моде, то вот прекрасно вся геометрия гладкая. Если я без Sculpt мода тяну, меняю объем модели, то вот в итоге получается такое вот это выглядит страшненько. И если я потом сделаю Dynamesh, например, с какой-нибудь, то вот он пересчитает, и здесь вот геометрия, вот здесь уже заапдейтится, ее много, и тут с ней можно работать, дальше детализировать. И я сейчас меньше его использую. Subdivide — это вообще такая штука, которая вот там берется, и можно сейчас сделать его и пойти. Вот здесь сейчас он такой лоупольный. Чик, X. И он такой весь, на нем нет деталей. А потом можно пойти и сделать subdivide, и у него появится больше возможностей сделать детали. И потом можно пойти вниз. То есть, допустим, еще раз 4 subdivide. Вниз. И что-то изменить. Ну, потом пойти вверх и всякие какие-нибудь, если деталюшки здесь нарисовать. Потом пойти вниз по ним. О! Нет, не вверх сейчас. Вниз, то вот деталюшки будут выглядеть вот так. Но при этом можно вот здесь сделать, разгладить его, и деталюшки сохранятся. И Dynamesh я тоже сейчас использую гораздо меньше. Я его использую только для того, чтобы наводить красоту и делать такие очень красивые плавные формы. Вот как, например, вот здесь. К сожалению, ни Sculpt, ни Dynamesh не дает такой... Вот. На subdividах, ладно. Сейчас... Окей. В Dynamesh нужно кликнуть, чтобы он пересчитал количество полигонов. Pixologic Classroom. на их сайте. Да господи, хороших объяснений, я думаю, что и на русском, и на ютубе сейчас можно вообще тонну найти. Гораздо лучше, чем я это объясню, потому что это уже как бы вторая натура, и мне, ну, как бы это как вот профессионального игрока в теннис объяснить, как они играют. Это у человека сразу начинается коллапс мозга. Okay. So it was question about difference between Sculptris, Dynamesh, and Subdivides. And I mostly use Sculptris. Now, those days. I do use a little bit of Dynamesh and I do use a little bit of Subdivides on the final stages of modeling, like your body, for example. For example, or like her tail, because like it's really impossible to like make shapes this clean, and there is sometimes where you really need shapes like uber clean, like super smooth surface, like tails. They're just like perfect, smooth. Well, it's not necessary. This is my preference in terms of art. Frankly, you mean if you're sculpting with clay, there's tons of really badass people who do sculpt with clay. Clay is not perfectly smooth or something. People keep doing like amazing things, like Simon Lee, like icon. Keep shot professional. Because I like professional shots. Anyway, I keep doing this. Okay. Okay, I feel like it could be nice to sculpt this only by hand, but gonna take forever. So let's go. This is my standard. We'll see which I can use. Богдан не может успокоиться. Он хочет арт-директ me. Может быть. А может быть и нет. Нет, это наконец-то я в этой стадии, когда, в принципе, она сейчас будет только полишиться, будут изменения в основном здесь. Хотя, хрен знает, уже 4-я версия этой подставки, поэтому кто не знает. But у нее были... Она вообще сидела на водорослях на прошлом стриме, и теперь я их, я их выкинула, и теперь она вот так. Больше ни на чем не сидит, потому что... Hi from Italy, what kind of tablet are you using with pen? I'm using Wacom Cintiq Touch 27-inch with Wacom pen. Actually, you want people to see how much Wacom pens I have. I was just the other day I was posting it on Instagram. It's like, actually I have a 6-1, it's not round. Yeah. Power of Wacom. Wacom don't pay me. I wish. But Also, it's all from different devices, and for some devices I do have like double. Ah, they did. Who? Right. Yes, ZBrush installed on a computer and I have Wacom. Yes, it's how usually people work. Well, not in terms of Wacom, but you have to have digital tablet or screen, what have you. Now I have to figure out which one is the current we need. Here we go. I like how sculptors adjust geometry on the fly compared to Dynamic. Yeah, this is a huge advantage. Like, frankly, like, what time is it? Like, let's go into, so we can go into Speed Sculpt. We'll see how it goes. And I will be using Sculpt trees. And I don't think I use Dynamesh all that often right now. I almost don't use it right now. Although, you know what? I think I said that already, so I just repeating myself. I do use Dynamesh for polish from time to time. It's like this feature which gives like very clean results. But I think if you can go back to ZBrush Summit 2018, I was doing this competition, like so we have to do like with Sculpt in 3 hours, and I'm blanking on the name. Anyway, there I use a lot of Dynamesh for this particular feature, for Dynamesh polish feature, because I was doing like I think I can even show all of you. Just give me a second, I need to pull my art station. Let me, so I can show the sculpts where I was using Dynamesh a lot, but not anymore. But I don't do this one. Which one is, here we go. Yeah, this one. Like, because it have to be really fast, and I need to have like clean shapes. I use Dynamesh with polish a lot. And Sculptris wouldn't. Sculptris don't give like very smooth surface. But since then, it's been a while, and I'm kind of. I'm still doing like cartoony, stylized stuff, but I don't. Not as often. How's your Wacom? What pixels on mine? I'm not sure I got the questions. Jump brick. The pixels of mine have gone right there. I raised my hand. And had no issues with this. Like, knock on the wood, because it's been I off it since 2016. Like, 0 issues. Like, the only issues I have was with sometimes like Windows would update, and for like couple of weeks it might act tiny bit weird, but then like another update and it's fixed. But I mean I'm praying to Wacom God, so it would last for me. Well, something you describe in Jumping is certainly not okay. And if you feel like something is not okay, you should just go to Wacom support and complain, and you can send it to repair, which probably will be like sad this time. But I know few people who did send even those big one to repair and have it fixed. So something you're describing is certainly like need to be taken care by Wacom, I believe. Like, I have no such problem, but in general, they're usually fairly reliable. I know one person who she keeps sending her very big Intuos, very big Cintiq back because she had like a couple of broken pixels, which I think it's kind of not a deal breaker. And someone have this more serious problem, and this person sent it to Wacom repair. Anyway. Yeah, what I was when I returned this. Yeah. It's very interesting. This is Sculptress. Like, yeah. For some reason, Sculptress. If I do this, no, it's fine. It's working. Okay. Oof. But actually, when I think about it, that sub might be interesting as well. Yeah. Why not? So basically, I'm just adding details on that. I have no idea. Imran Khan, why you live on just 7020p quality? I have no idea. Like basically the same settings as it was before. Is it not working? Maybe it's limits something on Twitch side, on Facebook side, which I can't fix, and I don't think anybody can. Hi, I'm fine, thank you. Hope you too. Enjoying Christmas chill time and streaming, because my January gonna be anything but chill, so last days of chill. I'm thinking of doing just push a little bit deeper. So when I'm gonna be final, when I'm gonna have final render, like it will be like some nice shadows. Let's see. Yeah, nice. Nice. I'm gonna go check my settings. Like that, if you have an idea, it should be better to tell me, because output audio case video stream general. I don't see it. Like I can see output for video recording, but it's different. Next time, I will ask Kyle if he has any idea how I should. Next time I'm gonna be on a different device, so I have to reinstall like OBS and all the settings. So anyway, what software do you do your final render? I do use Keyshot. I do use ZBrush for rendering, which is I know it's quite surprising, but I do like ZBrush, more stylized touch. And I do use Marmoset from time to time. I'm thinking of using Marmoset more, and I'm used to use V-Ray with 3ds Max. V-Ray is like, it's really complicated. Like, you spending like literally like a day to adjust it. This is why basically I stopped using it. Too bad for V-Ray. I kind of give this New Year resolution to look at Blender more, Blender cycles and what have you, but if I will have time, I will certainly do that. Yeah, I do use OBS Studio, as I said, but I like, if there is a quick fix, you can tell me where it is. If there is no quick fix, like it's literally 1 hour left, and next time it will be like new OBS. So, and I will talk to Kyle, who is technically supporting my streams. So maybe he have an idea. If he will tell me like there is indeed a problem. Yeah, I feel like we can go to speed sculpting now. So here we go. I'm gonna save it for now. Save every 15 minutes. Don't rely on quick saves. Let me clean everything, and then let's go to the sphere. I'm poorly prepared this time because like usually have some references. Right now it's gonna be more impro. We're gonna switch to Nomad. Okay, should we start with sphere or should we start with cube? I feel like it's gonna be even more interesting if we're gonna... Oh, plane. Oh my god. Silly. This cube. As far as I can tell. And it's Madcap Gray, which is amazing. It's like ugly, like ugliest geometry for the cube. Heavy probably gonna use Dynamesh because we need the froze. No, yeah, it's too much actually. Okay, there we go. What about geometry? Not bad. Not bad at all. Let's try this. I have no idea. I haven't been doing this for a heck while. So make me fucking nervous. Here this face. And we need obviously this, and I'm gonna use Sculpt Pro. So I have an idea. We'll see how it goes. And let's start with cube, which is unreasonably silly, but and we're gonna do head, obviously. How long does it need to learn ZBrush from zero, like knowing all the software? Depending on how how dedicated you are to that, because like look, I don't know anything about you. I don't know if you have like permanent work or like you studying and you can devote like 24/7 to learning ZBrush. In my opinion, it's quite easy, and you don't have to. It's quite easy to learn, and you don't have to know every menu in ZBrush, because I'm personally been working in ZBrush for more than 10 years right now, and I have no idea about a lot of menus, and I've used them, and I'm fine. You know, I can do my job. So took me a day just to figure out how to get my tool to rotate right. But when you figure out how to rotate your tool, I like ZBrush EV. Like, I understand it can be overwhelming because they choose to keep all the legacy UE, all the legacy functions, instead of like replacing with the new stuff and the adding new stuff on top, which can be overwhelming. But frankly, you don't need a lot. Yeah, like especially if you're gonna be only sculpting, you just need like to know how to Dynamesh, how to use brushes, how to merge, add subtools, and you will be fine. One thing I can tell is I'm now learning how to sculpt on Nomad Sculpt. Like, I'm finally got myself iPad, and this was like I was thinking like it's gonna be like easy peasy. It's kind of it taken me some time to get there, and I'm still like kind of in the process of learning. Anyway, sorry, let's want to have something finished today. What's my favorite brush? Those brushes that I use basically for everything. You're gonna see it right now. But it's clay, then it's move. I have them a shortcut on my keyboard, which is actually mentioned in the chat. It's the right thing to do. Dem standard for inflate, clay, standard, which I right now I have this weird alpha here, and what? That's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 brushes in total. Those I have on hotkeys. Could have started with sphere. It's gonna be would be easier to have like hair or things that this shape is gonna be hair and separate photo. No, we're gonna do hardcore. Hardcore. We'll see. If I fail, I fail. But frankly, it doesn't matter. Like, what is matter is to have fun and enjoy the process. What is that? Oh, Jesus. So, like, because I was talking about Nomad, I feel for you. I feel for you, like, learning in new software and, like freaking out because, like, you don't know where is all these buttons that you used to use. Also, I do use Nomad Sculpt without keyboard, like, all on the screen controls, which is certainly not helping, like, but... And and let's say, for example, here hair will be like really like uber thick, and I'm right now off the symmetry, so like literally I don't need uber thick. Let's say we're gonna use Stream Lasso. Too much. Oof. Let's say something like that. I'm gonna save it just in case, like the crash, and I don't have to restart from the scratch again. What I did then, I learned that brush of 3ds Max was assigned hit key binding similar to what we use in 3ds Max. Oh my god. I mean, 3ds Max is worst, but I guess if it's worked for you, great. It told me that you use Cintiq. Is it possible to use the example iPad to connect? I never tried that. And frankly, I don't see the point. Why would you? Because iPad is for like compact move, like don't forget to turn off the image. Compact move, going around, sitting in a cafe or sculpting or traveling. Or if you, let's say, like a lot of 2D artists right now use digital sculpting in iPad because they kind of need this 3D base and they can use it after in like Procreate or any other software which is more like 2D guys stuff. I know it's technically possible to plug your iPad and use your pen, but I don't see good reason for that. I don't know, because the screen will be like so tiny. I don't think it's gonna be like comfortable with ZBrush really. All these sculpting tools on iPad, they optimize for on-screen drawing. I'm not a very experienced iPad user. Like frankly, if you would tell me, like I was literally very much I hated Apple most of my life. I still don't understand the logic. I still hate it very much. But there is some really good software, so I wanted to give it a chance. And on top of it, I gonna be moving a lot around next year, so I was thinking it's a good investment instead of having my Cintiq companion, which is great, but it's kind of heavy, on the heavy side, and frankly I do not enjoy moving around with a lot of hardware. Actually, I think I will need even more resolution here, because just because I can. Oh, hey. Hey. I forgot to turn on symmetry. People asking what it will be. Что это будет? Это будет Speed Sculpt в течение следующих 40 минут. Ну, посмотрим. We'll see how it will go. Save. Question: when I work with Sculpt Pro and subdivision, is there a mesh to get clean? Again, it really depends what is my final goal. For speed sculpts, no, I don't. For many of my working models I do for work, I don't, because we don't use baking at work, so we just basically sculpting the shapes and then retopologizing them. So for me it's like more important to get the shapes right, and then then I do my work, my day work. I do use Dynamesh with polish sometimes. I don't need it right now to get a cleaner shape. If I need a cleaner shapes for stylized art, like I think if I want to do like perfectly polished model, my steps will be next. Like I'm starting with the Sculpt Pro, make sure I got the shapes right, I like the design, and then I would redynamesh to get this clean, like redynamesh with polish to get this really clean and like surface. We did automatically a really good job, and then I would subdivide it and work like and keep working on the subdivides till like final final moment. Какую духовку? Люди упражняются в остроумии. Это хорошо. Духовка называется мармосет. Или у кого у каждого своя. Okay, thank you. Actually, you don't have to find it. You just have to like scroll the chat, and I'm gonna drop it in the chat right now. Here's my there's my ArtStation and Instagram. And one thing I might add to this is Twitter, which I barely use, but it's still there, like, so feel free to join me. 1 second, like, I keep being really confused where, like, I get, where is my profile? Oh, it's like, I'm so bad with Twitter, yeah. We love you too. I love the community. Let's say this. What polish button? It's here. Dynamesh, polish. I think, yeah, because I have this customized interface. It must be in Dynamesh, and it's here. Like, can you see it? Woohoo! You go to geometry, Dynamesh tab, and here's a polish. And I basically highly recommend to everyone to build your own interface, because it's like make the workflow is like breeze. It's so easy because I have like my custom button, and I have my brushes on the keyboard, which you can see I'm not going into brush palette all that often. I haven't been going there during this buff. Okay, let's work a little bit. Yeah, it's only work with Dynamesh. It's belong to Dynamesh menu. Which is suck, right? Oh, there is another option. Actually, you can go to... I think it's deformation. There is a polish by feature, polish by groups, polish by crease edges, which is gonna work not as good, but still gonna do a job. See? I'm going to brushes sometimes because I still keep forgetting I have a clay on. Okay. Silly bug. You haven't posted on your station for a while. Like, why would you make this conclusion, Jean? Because I just posted like 2 weeks ago. I shuffle the artworks in they're not like chronologically on the main page. They're not chronological. I just place them because they look good, and that but it's indeed like I'm not posting on ArtStation very often, and it's just because I post on ArtStation only like very final projects, and a lot of like sketches, speed sculpts, like you name it, it's on Instagram. This is why I give you an Instagram. Please feel free to follow. I also do 2D, so like, but I don't feel like posting it on ArtStation all that often. Also, like, most of the project I have on ArtStation is my personal. Most of my work is under NDA, and I also do freelance from time to time. It just looks like I'm trying to explain myself. I haven't posted on ArtStation, haven't been posting on ArtStation more frequently, but yeah, it might change. I mean, I have like some work stuff which was out for a while, and I just, have to go put it together, make it presentable, put it on ArtStation. Also, some of it is just not very interesting, to be frank. Like, I did concept art for Honor, and it was fun, but it's like a bunch of weapons. Like, I don't think it's gonna like be, in terms of like, it was 2D, it was not 3D. I don't think it will be like so interesting to post it on ArtStation, for example. Here we go. Should shut up and work. Sculptures will work with decimated dynamics if we have a volley count. I don't understand, like, probably it's not to me. Oh, like, somebody to was towards somebody else. Anyway, what is processor CPU on your computer? Okay, fine reveal. This computer has been with me for 4 years right now, so it's very old. And at the moment of it build, it was built on a previous generation products. So I will tell you in a second. It's not here. System. But see, I don't remember. Like I know it's not very. So it's i7, 4.20 gigahertz. iCore 7 generation with 4.2 gigahertz. Still going strong. Frankly, if I have some personal circumstances why I have to switch. If I want, I probably gonna keep working on the same PC. Especially right now, it's like getting a new video card is like it's pain, so I'd rather like keep what I have for a while. But I'm switching to I switch into very powerful gaming laptop. Which I hate. I way prefer like having a desktop, but circumstances. But that will be fun. I've been on and off laptops for like for last 10 years. I strongly prefer PC like build towers, but I don't know. Laptops just working as well. Just you having a hard time to get your hands on like the good ones. Same with video cards right now. Alina, have you dabbled in 3D printed figurines on myself files, tabletop? Yeah, I'm gonna do that, but there is a good chance I'm gonna do it with NFTs. So I'm gonna like sell NFTs with printable file inside. So sorry if you like not into NFTs. I'm still thinking about it. So short answer is yes. I've been looking into like this for a while, but obviously not the big projects, like a smaller size, like busts and etc. Сварог, ну, привет. Так, some spam. People like spam with links and say sorry. Okay, I pardon you. What laptop? I'm switching to MCI Rider last generation. Just like heavy brick, frankly. Don't need GPU with ZBrush anyway. No, you don't need GPU. So like this PC have like a shittiest GPU ever. It's like have 1060 card, which is is, like, as I said, like 4 years old, more than 4 years old. So basically, with the laptop that I got, I have like way better benchmark than the current PC, which I was using for work for like 4 years, no problem. I mean, like, hardware got so good. I mean, like, you literally can like do sculpting on iPad right now. The same RAM as I had in Cintiq Companion, just from 2016. 8 gigs. 8 gigs on iPad, 8 gigs on Cintiq Companion first. Which is like, I can't stop like being amazed by that. Let's save it, because let's save it just in case. Oof. Okay, we'll lose some pressure for a while. Is this ZBrush for iPad? No, there is two different apps you can use for iPad. It's called Forger app and Nomad. And people will be was pricing Nomad like crazy, and I kind of tend to agree, but I haven't like really do anything serious except like I push the sphere a little bit and try different brushes. So I don't have enough experience to talk about it. Like, I might be able to tell you in a couple of months, because I just learning it, talking about Nomad Sculpt. Well, since ZBrush is merging with Maxon and Maxon having Forger, I wonder what's gonna be like happening there. Would they kind of merge the effort? I frankly think like they should be doing ZBrush for iPad long time ago. They have all knowledge. It could be like really great piece of software, but like it's kind of, we'll see how that will go. Procreate will be cheaper than ZBrush. And Procreate don't allow you to sculpt yet, and it's only allowed you to paint over UV meshed models, which is actually interesting. It's really cool. I don't think I have I don't know if I have a version with 3D painting yet. I think it was in beta. I could actually get my hands on beta. I know people from Procreate. I think they would be able to let me to try it, but frankly, I don't have time. I missed most of ZBrush beta tests for the last couple of years, because I just don't have time. If I could skip sleeping and eating and doing groceries, that would be just amazing. I was like doing art all the time, but no. It's ideal life. You have to do all other stuff. Forger used to be like independent software, and then Axon bought it, so technically it's from Axon now. The ZBrush artist would recommend anatomy study, of course. How can you become? Well, it's just ZBrush artist, so like, I mean, if you're going to make characters, yes. And if you're like only interested in making robots, like robots anatomy, no, I mean it's good. Frankly, I think like learning some basic anatomy is good for everyone. I just sent a video about some hands, how to say, anatomy to my friend who is not an artist, and he's like, oh my god, there is so many bones on my hand, like, yeah. And I mean, isn't it, it's basically like this Renaissance thinking, like it's educated person, you better to know a little bit, at least. Whew! Has Maxon already bought Pixologic? It's in the process of like approving by because in United States one big company can just bought another big company, like especially if they working at the same industry. It's called, I'm blinking on the name, but yeah, so the corporation wouldn't grow too big, which is ridiculous because like Instagram was bought by Facebook. One problem, just against monopoly. Anyway, I think you got the idea. I think it's an approval process right now. At least it was a week ago or so, and it's usually not very fast. But yeah, there's no comments on that. We'll see if it will eventually bring ZBrush to iPad or mobile devices, or you name it. Would be interesting. Or like, I don't know, merging with Forger. I kinda like Forger, but the more I learn about Nomad sculpting, it also seems very, very, very good. Very, very good. Very nice. But we'll see, because it really different things. Like, one thing is working like seriously, like you have a setup, you're working. Another thing is like you just sitting in a cafe doodling. It's for pleasure, it's not real work. Although some people would imagine it is, not, no. Like, real work will need more concentration, more dedication, we'll see. Like, in my experience, most of it, like small devices was still for me like more just like spare time doodling. I never produce anything like serious on this, but we'll see, things can change. I mean, I'm not saying it's like, I'm not saying it's shouldn't be like that. There might be soonish when we're gonna have like PC in the size of Cintiq, like no PC itself, just screen and you're just painting, and this is pretty much it. How lovely it would be, but for now, for real 3D work, you still have to have a tower, or at least gaming laptop. Or what we call like creators laptop, which is kind of underpowered gaming laptops. much time we have left? It's like 10 minutes and I will be gone. And I didn't do a lot, but at least like some speed sculpts, which is not looking too bad. Could be worse because I spending too much time chit-chatting. Let's try this. But texturing, what is my opinion about ZBrush? What should be my opinion about ZBrush? You can do polypaint here, which is fine. I did it like a lot of times when I bake the polypaint, and I started texturing from there. You can actually go to my recent post on ArtStation, and sadly, I'm gonna drop a link. Just give me a second. I'll drop a link, and you can see like the process with Substance Painter in like 1 minute, because it was a limitation for ArtStation video. Here we go. So I do use polypaint, and then I bake it, and then I do texturing over it. Then you can't use like ZBrush for texturing. This is not the software for texturing. That's it. I mean, you can't have everything. Even like Adobe right now, they try to build its own universe, and they basically separated everything. They separated like they kind of making this substance modeling, and they have painter and designer, and then they have their own render, which is not the same software. Probably so we could charge you more. Like, frankly, the people who worried about RAM, you can check the RAM on my top here. And basically, this is, I have 64, so he using like, with all the stuff is going on, like OBS running. It's not even using half of it, which is a shame. And I spent 6 months this year on a laptop still for 32 gigs, and I never have a problem. So you literally don't have, like, unless you're doing 4K and 8K texturing in Substance Painter, well, Substance Painter will require also GPU. So in my opinion, 32 is just fine. Like, I switch into laptop, it's gonna have 32 for now. Not planning to upgrade it into like 64 in upcoming months. I did upgrade hard drives because I just need more space, but frankly, then I upgraded this PC for 42. I have 32 and upgraded it to 64, and I regret it because it was like 700 of expenses, and I didn't feel any productivity boost whatsoever. Like, just working fine before and working just fine. Okay, let's drop actually. This is heavy. That girl is heavy. She has a lot of stuff going on. She has like a lot of subdivides, a lot of polys. How much we have like since? It's perfect. Of course, if you're doing like very realistic, like a lot of, you need a lot of resolution, you need a lot of subdivide stuff, then you might run into some problems. For Starlight stuff, good. I'm gonna keep working in the 32. This is an old machine, it's gonna be gone. Paul, thank you. This is funny. Thank you for you. Like, usually people coming into this chat to say how bad is my English, which is fine. I don't care what people I don't know think. But it's nice. Thank you. Today is a nice chat. It's a nice Christmassy mood here, I guess. Yeah, I forgot about symmetry. If you can hear the snoring, my cat is snoring so loud. I always worried it's gonna be like, here we go, baby. He's sleeping. He's snoring so loud. I always worried that it's gonna be picked up by Mike. I appreciate you sharing knowledge. Thank you. With fresh. And okay, people like to art direct me today so bad. People telling me what to do. Okay, no, not today. On top, I'm basically done for today. Like maybe 10 more minutes and leaving you for a few months. Okay, good English. Can you show me poly, sculpture, texturing, and wrap technique? Not this time, sorry. And on top of it, well, I think it's. Oh my god, this is a powerful snore. I know. Stop doing that. So, for unwrapping, I do use different software for unwrap. I do use Rhythm UV if I need to unwrap, but I don't work on very, very high poly and heavy high poly. I do use ZBrush built-in unwrapper from time to time. But no, sorry, no demonstration, because it will, like, I have to think about it. I have to find the proper, like, proper model, proper subtool, so I can do that show. And I'm almost done, as I said already. I just want to have few more minutes to sculpt, because I wanted to push like your face feature a little bit also. And that's it. I'm gone for a few months. Do I vacuum my PC from a cat for? No, I'm been neglecting my PC and I didn't vacuum it. But I never have a problem. I always have a cat and again. Sorry. It's okay. No, don't worry, people. Your work is awesome. To be honest, especially the out concept. Oh, thank you. Yeah, this is what I do. Sculpt about concept. Do you pet your cat in English? Basically, I don't want to disappoint you, but I think they don't understand any language. My cat stayed with my friend and she was talking to him in French, so I don't think he would suddenly speak French after all. I do use interchangeably English and Russian when I'm talking to him, but of course he has like this Russian name. His name is Vanya, and like I called him all effective. Called him all like baby names in Russia. Hello, Jamaica. Are you celebrating Christmas? I guess you are. How long do you take to finish bust for a personal project from sculpting to lighting? I have no idea. Look, I have a day job, okay? And I do some side gigs from time to time. And sometimes I'm studying. I just finished online course. It was I spent like 6 months studying. So I never have a day that I can spend a day for my personal sculpting. So I don't know. Also, I tend to start a project and dump them and then come back to them again and scrap everything and start all over. I'm not very effective when I'm working for myself, and I don't know the estimates, frankly. I know people is always asking because I think they need like point of reference. Are we doing fine? Are we like should we like work faster? Should we improve something? And it's individual. At work, for full character, right now it's about, depending on the character, like up to 1 month. Sometimes longer if I personally have like something really complicated as a character. Sometimes faster because if it's not very complicated model. Ori models that I have on ArtStation, it basically was done in a week, like from start to finish. So but they are they uber simple. They like literally not complicated at all. But I'm no longer an Ori, so because this project was shipped already, and it's a different project, different requirements, different polygons, etc. When you get before you could you suggest to build presence on station marketplace? I don't have ArtStation marketplace, to be frank, so I have no idea. I guess like every other like social media for that reason, like you do a good job and you like trying to engage people and just don't spam. Like the worst people is who like running into your DMs with obviously like generic messages like, hey, check my tra-ta-ta, and it's like, nope, spam. Just reported someone on Instagram for the same reason, because this probably was bot. Anyway. So just be nice. People like them, people nice to them, and don't like, then people try to take advantage of them. Haha. We're probably gonna be censored from YouTube for that, or from Twitch. Anyway, the beauty is in the moment, so as long as like I can hang online and share some sculpting process, it's good enough. If it will be deleted from YouTube, like a lot of my Pixologic stream was deleted from YouTube because there is some music problem, and even though I would use like legit, like I'm using Pretzel Station, this is done specially for the Twitch, but I still would take some videos down or turn off the music on them, sound on them. Anyway, I think we're gonna stop right there. It's 10 p.m. at where I am now in Montreal, Canada, and I've been there for 2 hours strong. And thanks everybody for popping up. I understand it's still holidays and people like chilling and not working and, you know, spending time with friends and family. So thank you for spending this time with Pixologic Live. See you in the next year. And happy holidays again.